we're gonna shove an actual cake tin in there. We're gonna make a chocolate cake in an air fryer. Hey everyone, it's Barry here. Hope you're well. Today we are back with Alan the air fryer. So remember, it's my 40 quid air fryer that I got, and I've always been quite skeptical about them. And I did a recent video where I did 3 courses in an air fryer. Oh, that is phenomenal. We did onion rings, fajitas, and English scones recently, and that actually did convince me that it's not potentially a fad, and I'm still trying to get over that. It is winning me over, and in fact, a lot of the comments from you guys did actually endorse that and said, look, you know, it's genuinely really useful. I hardly use my oven now. It's interesting, I've been approached by a few brands now to go, this one is okay, but try our one. So I might upgrade my air fryer. Sorry, Alan. Sorry, mate, sorry. But we're gonna do another 3 courses today. Hopefully, we are gonna do eggy bread. A lot of you will call that French toast, okay? But English people, it's bread dunked in egg. I want to do that because I like that wet batter. I want to see if it can take it. We're then going to do the main that I wanted to do instead of the fajitas last time, the naked fish and chips. So that's without a crummy texture around it. I think we proved that can work with the onion rings. So with that one, I want to show how you could potentially make an entire meal in one go. And the dessert, which we're going to start with, we're going to bake a cake in there. But this is something that completely thrown me. I know you can get liners and stuff like that for the air fryers. We're gonna shove an actual cake tin in there. Just about fits in there. So let's start. We're gonna make a chocolate cake in an air fryer. All right, so a big old bowl and eggs, oil and milk. Wow. This is just a standard cake mix. All right, nice and smooth. Thank you, head whisk. Now this is just a personal choice. Whenever I have a loose bottom tin, especially if I'm not sure about the consistency of the batter, I don't want it to all escape, so I'm just lining it. Completely up to you, but I do not want batter going into my air fryer. Especially if this is the first recipe. If it's the last one, you know, maybe I'd mull it over. Do make sure you grease it, all right? Bing! And this is supposed to do enough for 2 sponges. So this is one of my smaller baking tins, because remember, my air fryer does not have a huge capacity. And as we discovered, some of you lovely people you've got a lovely preheat function, like you preheat an oven on your air fryer. I don't, so I'm literally preheating it to the same temperature it would be in the oven, 170. Pretty much what it says on our lovely box here. We're going to basically follow those instructions the same, and the baking time should be identical. So I can possibly see the energy saving of preheating something as small as that versus a whole oven carcass. But I just care about the food. Oh yeah, that's warm, that'll do. I'm gonna tea towel it. There we go, all right. Now this is where I really wish this one had like a clear window viewing panel so that I could see it baking and rising, because if I open it up, I might lose a bit of that rise, but I'm scared. I don't want it to hit the heating element or anything like that. I want this to kind of taste good and work. That's the whole point of this, to convince me and maybe to convince you to do, like we've said before, stuff other than chips. And bizarrely, we are doing chips in a bit. Got my oven there just going, like, what are you doing? I do your cakes. It's me. It's what we do. You alright? What's wrong with that high-pitched voice? Chips. Still gonna get the classic cocktail stick or bamboo skewer snapped in half. To make sure it's cooked through, obviously most importantly. But I was once told by my mum, there's no such thing as a burnt cake. I think actually better phrase would be, you can cover anything with icing. And that is quite a cool thing with cake making. Ooh. You look for me. Oh, it smells burnt. Ooh, ooh. Is that burnt? I think if I left it much longer, it would have been burnt. Ooh. Right. Hey! Sometimes you gotta think outside the box, or the air fryer bucket. It's charred, but it's definitely cooked through. Maybe I could have done it for a minute or 2 less, but like I say, I couldn't actually see what was happening there, and we'll drench it in frosting anyway, so we'll see that at the end. So here we go. We're gonna do chips in the air fryer. You might not have heard of it, we're getting quite crazy here. Going in on their own at the highest temperature again for, oh my gosh, around 20 minutes, mixing it up every 5 minutes to give it a nice random stir, which is where my, I think it was Tefal Acti-Fry thing that I had. That air fryer, like I said, rotated it so I wouldn't have to, which did help. But we're not just doing chips. Let me show you and we'll get this stuff ready to one side. These are some frozen peas, and actually, you might be able to just see it there. It actually says, for the best results, I've said this before, you cook them in the microwave. That is the recommended best method. So an air fryer is kind of a twist on that. Flavour them with some mint. I will say one thing though. Oh, that is busting out some serious heat. I love it after all this, if it uses like triple the amount of electricity than an oven. We could just stick this ramekin in with our fish and chips in a minute as a separate compartment to cook it together. However, I think because we've proven the concept with the cake, which is resting over there very nicely, I might put these together into a parcel with some butter so it sauces and melts and mingles it all together. Flavour Town. You might notice the air fryer has stopped, so those chips have had about 12 minutes on their own, and if we want to cook it all at the same time, that's why I've put it on hold. Of course, I could just cook the chips, take them out, do this bit, bung it back in, but I kind of want it to be all one motion, so it's staying in there warm, but it's not cooking anymore. So this is a piece of cod and some lemon pepper seasoning. Now I've decided I am actually going to put it all in together. I'm going to do a little bit of butter here, some lemon juice, just a little bit. No, actually, do you know what? I'm going to keep it separate. Fine, that's fine. I wasn't keep umming and ahhing about it. We'll leave it separate. So we're going to have our own little specific lemon parcel. So butter and lemon there, but this will not need anywhere near the same amount of time as the fish. See, the fish is going to need about 8 to 10 minutes, which is almost the finishing time of the chips. Then we shove the peas in for like 2 minutes. That's the plan anyway. So it's kind of like wrapping a Christmas present, which unfortunately I am not amazing at. So we want to kind of just put it into its own little parcel like that, okay, where it's sat on the seam so it can't pop up too much. Shimmy them to one end to create, and I could probably get a couple of parcels in here, a little gap. So I'm going to take the heat down to 180 because I think the chips have done their they've already got some good colour on there already, so we just don't want to like go crazy hot for our fish. Oh my gosh, I started to smell burning, and you can see that the flap went up and touched the heating element. The good news is I really did wrap that fish well. So it's absolutely fine. And I've just made a little gap for our little ramekin to go. So remember, you could have put them in the parcel there, but I quite like that it's segmented. You could do loads of stuff. So before putting it in there, I stirred the butter, peas and mint together because I wanted the butter to grip the mint because it's so fine. I thought, oh my gosh, it could blow up into the heating element as well. The mint should just wilt, but if you're worried about it, you could cover the ramekin in foil. Look at this guy. You all right? Here we go. Look at that golden colour on those chips. It smells like the fish is cooked. We won't know just yet, but it's been in there a good sort of, just probably 10 minutes now actually. The peas, the butter has all melted, which has wilted the mint onto it, and of course sauced it and helped cook through. Oh my gosh, I think it's worked. Oh, you're getting a buttery sauce. Oh, look at that. Oh. That smells amazing. It's so tempting just to pick up the ramekin. It looks really innocent, but woo. Yeah, that's warm. Just dump them straight down. Oh gosh. That is naked fish and chips made in the air fryer. Crumb it if you want, but that is going to be awesome. Bloody Mary. This has cooled down whilst that's all been going on. So we should be able to take this off nice and easy. It's quite a quirky shape because of my lining, but it wasn't about that, remember? But it's just really the theory of it being a cake, and it felt light and spongy then. I'll decorate this and we'll just taste it. Last one, we've got 2 eggs and a bit of cinnamon, milk, and some vanilla. I've given Alan a clean, which sounds wrong. Just preheating it on a lower temperature just for now. Because now we're gonna do, which could be argued as another dessert, but some of you guys have it for breakfast, right? French toast, which in England we call eggy bread. I think we're very basic in England. We call it what it is. It is literally bread dunked in egg. A little bit like meatloaf, really. Toad in the hole, which, yes. There's another one called Spotted Richard. But we'll leave it at that. Now this for me is why I've chosen this, because this is the wettest mix I have put in the air fryer to date. So far it's always been, like I said, with the coating, with the onion rings, not like a batter. So this is kind of like my first introduction to this, and maybe we'll do something even crazier. And on another note, basically because I will be eating it, I have probably defeated the whole point of this video by preheating my oven to keep the fish and chip dish just slightly, it's only at like 45 degrees, just slightly warm. Basket preheated. We spray oil, dunk our bread in. Oh my gosh, look at that cinnamon coating it, the speckles. Right, in it goes. 10 minutes in there. Let me wash my hand and clean the handle. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, flip it over. But that is wet. Ooh, oh my gosh, all that moisture has kind of been absorbed in. Folks, I think this is starting to win me over. All right, here we go. Oh, it's not perfectly symmetrical, is it? There's a little bit of a patch that side, but I don't want to incinerate it. I think it's worked. Excuse the noise, but let's just scatter down some fruit, some maple syrup, and dust it with some icing sugar. Really cool thing for you guys is this is probably going to be something that looks like my thumbnail, and you'll know that my air fryer is actually on, making more French toast as I took it. My hungry wife is home. We'll get her to try it too.
Breakfast, lunch, afternoon tea.
Yes.
There you go.
It's supposed to be eggy bread, right?
Oh, I love eggy bread. That is good.
That's good. The centre is slightly fluffy still, but you've got that crispy outside on both sides.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm going to have to use the air fryer to make that.
Chip. Air fry chip.
Yeah?
Chips all right?
Oh, they're nice. I love a minty pea. This is, so far, this is going well.
Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Honestly, that builder and his family were like, I gave them the chocolate flan. They're like, this is one of the best things I've ever tasted. Okay, so this is a cod.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty darn good.
That's amazing.
That's almost,
I love that.
you could have that at a restaurant.
Yeah. I'm going to have to make that too.
That seasoning has got quite a bit of kick to it. It's quite peppery.
I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, but the lemon balances it out. Yum. Fishy chocolate cake.
There we go. Mmm. It's good, isn't it? You actually get quite a lot of flavour in it as well. Do you know what I mean? You're getting the crust.
Oh, that's nice.
But that sponge.
That's nice and like moist. Nice and airy.
Yeah, and spongy.
It's not dry. Oh, well done.
Huh?
I like it all today.
Can keep this on for a little longer. I think the fish has blown your mind.
Yeah, can I just eat this?
Yeah, pack away, mate. Because obviously I was going to do that on the first video I did, but Mrs. B wanted me to do fajitas, which also turned out amazingly. And on the last gadget video I did in the microwave as well. So Mrs. B's got quite the feast. I think it is growing on me. I mean, we can't make this varied amount of dishes over this video and the next, but I really want to take it up a notch. I might do another couple of these, but maybe, like I say, try at least one or two of them, find some even more complex ones that have taken me up a level now. We can really experiment with it, to be honest. And also I might get hold of a slightly better, sorry Alan, slightly better machine and compare them, I don't know. But it does the job, 40 quid. Happy wife, happy life, all fed, all works, all healthy, all good. Let me know what you think. Any suggestions, of course, do let me know down below. Don't forget to subscribe for regular fun food videos if you wish. And I'll see you again next time. Ciao. Folks, I just wanted to show you one other option with the fish. You see, I've cooked that like we did before in the parcel, but then took it out, took the fluid away and put it on a new piece of baking parchment. So this is dry, okay? That is if you don't want all like fish juices in the bottom of your bucket thing. Alright, so if I can show you there, it's a bit more charred, like a barbecue-y vibe, alright? Or just really nice grilled fish. Oh. And then from that parcel, you can just drizzle some of those juices that we reserved and cooked it in for the first 10 minutes. And look at that. If I had a fish and chip shop, I would literally call it the naked fish and chip shop and serve it like that. I love like grilled and charred fish. That's how I would do it, but the other way, for simplicity, just as good.